I knew I should have got my water. Damn it. mm. Ooh, this watermelon juice is kicking. Alright, so, oh, hello, welcome. I could have sworn I got all of this before I quit. Maybe I missed a spot. Hey, how's it going? How's your Sunday going? What are y'all up to today? I'll tell you what I've been up to. I've had such a long week at the salon. I said today I'm going to wake up and I'm going to play video games all day in my underwear without a care in the world, and that's literally what I've been doing all day. I woke up, brushed my teeth, and played video games. I literally just ate like 30 minutes ago because I just been so into the game. Hi, Raina. So yeah, I had a great day. That's really my idea of a great day. Just being able to like relax and.
It's
oh, hold on.
Listen, I need your eyewitness report as soon as possible. What's your ETA?
Depends on how many cops ask to see my papers.
Fuck. Not much I can do about state police after yesterday's attack. Get in when you can. Miller out.
Oh, he's pushy. But yeah, that's my idea of just a relaxing day for me. To be honest, I've recorded like 2 videos for my natural hair channel and I haven't even started editing those. I told myself I was gonna do it today, but I don't see that happening. So I'm probably seriously gonna do it tomorrow. At least get one video up, because I really hate just sitting on videos. But it's a video of me showing how I stretch my hair, because people wanted to see that. To me, it really wasn't anything special. So I guess that's why I've been putting that one off. And then I had another one where I showed everyone how I twist my sister's hair. And again, I just kind of feel like it was pretty simple for the most part. I don't know. I just feel like, I mean, I guess people just want to see how I go about doing it. I don't really make things too complicated when it comes to doing natural hair. I'm very simplistic, so. And at this point, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just walking around. I guess I felt like I missed something, so I wanted to just go back and check, but apparently I got everything, so we're just gonna keep the game progressing. And you guys know tonight I'll be doing part 3 of Outlast Whistleblower, and I'll probably be doing that maybe around 10 o'clock is when I'll start, and that's Eastern Standard Time. I'm on the East Coast, so I'll be live broadcasting that tonight. And what do I want to do first? Yeah, I really enjoy playing it too. I wonder if it's just as long as Outlast 1, but even if it's just like a shorter version of the game, I'll be jumping straight into Outlast 2 after I finish that. So okay, we have to go back to my apartment and confront Seraph, and I think this is in regards to the hidden augments that are in Jensen's body. So we're gonna go ahead and do that first, since that's the easiest. So that mission doesn't really have much. Yeah, I from what I've gathered, it's a whole different situation from number one, but I know Whistleblower is related to number one because it's kind of like the backstory. I hadn't really looked up any reviews. I haven't looked up any gameplays as far as Outlast 2, so I want to kind of keep it very authentic and genuine. As far as me like actually playing through it and not knowing what's going to happen and the story and all of that. So one thing I will say is with Outlast 2, I really hope that the storyline is a lot more intriguing. One thing I don't really like with Outlast 1 or Whistleblower is the fact that the memos, like the documents, it's like I'm not even really looking forward to grabbing those, is because it's just hard to read and understand what they're trying to tell me or what I'm supposed to take from the documents. So
Adam, what's going on? I didn't expect to hear from you.
I didn't expect my doctor to find dormant augs hidden in my system.
What?
Dormant experimental augs. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
come straight to the chase.
Adam, you know the decisions I made for you 2 years ago.
Yes or no?
No! All the work we did on you was above board. You have my word on that. What exactly did you find?
Experimental test dogs spliced into my system. Kohler said something about a neodymium shell. Who would have designed something like that?
Hold on, I'm so used to watching anime that I like seeing subtitles. And the fact that I don't see subtitles is bothering me. There we go.
Ah, you've got a Titan Og? It's impossible. It was just a concept.
You just said this wasn't you.
It wasn't. The DoD showed me schematics 3 years ago and asked me if I thought it could work. It was designed by somebody else, Vadim Orlov. Megan and I interviewed him once, but he wouldn't have fit in.
A viewer's choice game. That's actually a good idea. Right now, I'm not really looking to purchase any more games until I finish up what I have already. My problem with video games is my attention span is very, very short. So, for me, if I'm playing too many games at one time, I'll just lose interest in games altogether and won't finish them. I can't tell you how many times I've purchased so many games and haven't finished the game to the end.
Orlov? Sounds Russian.
But the next time I do,
He was supposed to be a boy wonder, a neuroscience prodigy.
the next time I do plan on doing another game broadcast, I'll definitely get you guys suggestion on that, and ultimately have you guys vote and choose which one you prefer for me to do. So
The woman who gave
we can
you
definitely
my
do that
DNA
in the
to
future.
experiment with.
We didn't hire him, Adam. 2 minutes into the interview, and I could tell Orlov didn't like his ideas being challenged by anyone. Least of all, a strong woman like your ex.
Oh, she must be dead.
These schematics you saw. Don't suppose you kept a copy?
You were classified. I never had a copy. The only reason I even saw them was because the Defense Department valued my opinion. Seraph Industries did good work back in the day. When we signed a schematic, you knew it was solid.
It sounds like a lot of this has to deal with the previous
I've gotta
game,
find this guy.
and maybe that's why I don't really know what they're talking
I'm
about.
leaving for London soon, but I can make phone calls, reach out to people. Seraph Industries may be gone, but my name still carries weight in certain circles.
Do it. Contact me by infolink when you have something.
I won't let you down on this. I never felt right about losing touch with you after Panchea. When I heard you'd shown up in Detroit alive a year after everyone thought you were dead, Why didn't you get in touch with us?
I couldn't. Rescue crews pulled me out of the ocean and dumped me in a clinic in Alaska. Nobody knew who I was. For a long time, neither did I.
My God, son, you don't think... I mean, that could have been when...
Find Orlov, Seraph. I've got questions I need answered.
I will, I promise. I'll call you.
I've never heard of Alien Isolation. You guys could feel free to throw out names of games you would love to see me play. I'll definitely check some of them out when I get a chance. And just kind of keep it in mind. But alright, now that we've gotten that out the way, I guess I'll go ahead and get this calibrator thingamajig, which once I acquire it, I should be able to utilize all those those augs in my system without overheating. Speaking of which, I need to go ahead and level up some of this stuff. So, first thing, hacking. Definitely need to level this up. This will just make it easier for me to progress in the game and get through different areas. This will just make it easier to hack the, which one is this? Hacking stealth? Yeah. Do that. Lone survivor. Oh. Definitely gotta be able to go invisible. The ghost shield cloaking. That's probably my most used AUG in this game. And I'll go ahead and buff that up to lessen the amount of energy it takes to use it. And I got 4 more praxis left. And this is the energy converter, which allows me to even use the AUGs. So I'll go ahead and boost the capacity on that, as well as the recharge rate. And I'll do one more. Oh. Where's the smart vision? Oh. I think I'll do the Tesla. Incapacitate targets with an arc of quiet high voltage electricity at a range of around 12 meters. Yeah, I did move my PlayStation. I moved it closer to my modem, so it should be playing much smoother this time around. I apologize for the lag last time. I didn't realize it was that bad until I went back and watched the video, so I'll probably keep it in this area for a live broadcast. I'm so indecisive. Okay, you know what? It was either me picking the smart vision, which lets me see hidden things, or the Tesla. I'm gonna go with the Tesla. Sorry, because I tend to want to avoid lethal combat whenever possible. Alright, so let's go get this calibrator thingamajig. Resident Evil Biohazard.
What is this?
I've played Resident Evil before. I've only played... I played 4, I played 5, and I played 6. Actually, I have all four of them. I mean, all three of them. But I never played any of the other Resident Evils. And Resident Evil is alright for me. It's just sometimes, like for instance, I like Leon's campaign in number 4. I like the campaign that they had in number 5, and I prefer Leon's campaign in number 6. I'm not really with all the extra action that comes with Resident Evil. I don't know. Resident Evil is one of those games that I don't think I finished. I don't think I finished number 6. I think it was too much going on. You had Leon's campaign, then you had Chris, and then you had Jake, and it was just a lot. I just wasn't into it that much. So I didn't even finish it completely. But I'll look into Biohazard because I did see that pop up somewhere. I don't know where I saw it, but they're so segregated. Look at that. Why y'all can't just walk in the same gate? That's horrible. And if I'm not mistaken, this calibrator is somewhere in the sewers. Some guy has it for some reason. Yeah, I kind of figured that too. I kind of figured it was different from the other games because it's not one of the mainstream titles of Resident Evil. It's more like a, I don't know what you would. I did not mean it. I was trying to grab the ladder. That's horrible. Oh, first person shooter. That's interesting. So I might look into that one. Definitely then. And I've also seen people play Friday the 13th on here. To be honest, I didn't even know they had that game. I haven't really watched much of it. But it just seemed kind of, I don't know, the videos I did see, it was just basically them walking around and then the guy just pops up out of nowhere. Alright, let's try this again. I don't know how I just fell down like that, but controls are kind of awkward.
Here we go.
Oh, let's put this hack into use.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Alright, so this is definitely going to help us with hacking. Anything else in here? Oh. Oh, this is the guy that sells electronics. So I basically just stole from him. That's horrible. I guess that explains why there's so much hacking software here. Inventory full. Oh, darn it. I forgot about that. Okay, let me go sell some of this stuff to him now. I wonder if he's going to say anything if I come through the back door.
Over here, Fred. Welcome, welcome.
Nice gear you've got here.
All high-end. And you look like you know high-end. Which biotech did your job? Not isolate.
I've never played Silent Hill.
You try this on all your customers?
Just the ones made of carbon fiber. There's one enthusiast.
I did see The Evil Within. I saw it somewhere. I think it was on PSN in the store, but I didn't purchase it.
You look like the kind of man who might have access to breach software.
That stuff's illegal.
Come on, man, don't play around. You know why it's illegal. You know the world governments don't want us to find out their dirty secrets. But we will. And you can help us. Be part of the revolution. Anyway, just think about it. All the details are in the computer. Want to have a look? To sell? Or to buy?
Sure.
Great. Go ahead.
So you don't actually sell me anything. I just go on the laptop and decide what I want to buy. Well, I'm trying to sell stuff so I can make some room. So the stuff that I can't use. I didn't free up that much space. So the next time I'm able to level up, I'll definitely add more space in his inventory. I completely forgot about that. I'm so used to playing the new Plus game.
I'm good for now.
I'm not going to pull a social log on you.
The Alwa guy gave me the creeps.
Oh wait, I was supposed to go back here. Okay, and concentrate. Yeah, it sounds like you listen to all the games. That's funny. Alright, let's try this again. I've never played The Last of Us. Someone else suggested I do a gameplay of that. Alright, let's try to do this.
Like I'm always telling you, people in old country are more.
A different way.
They treat each other with.
Because last time I just snuck in and stole it.
Man has something to say. He says it to your face. Politely. That is what.
Go away, Clegg. We're closed.
Oh, he is not here to gamble, Vanna. Are you?
You're Otar?
I am Mr. Botkovelli. Yes. Who are you?
I'm here on behalf of a concerned third party.
Oh, you hear that, Vanna? Our guest is a very private person.
I found it pays to be cautious when you don't know exactly who you're dealing with.
That is true. But sometimes it can create problems which could have been avoided had they been more forthcoming. If neither man is willing to compromise, they cannot reach a satisfactory understanding.
I would like to avoid any misunderstandings.
Good. So in this case, since you already know my name, no doubt there are other things about me. I think you owe me the same courtesy.
Okay, let's go with this one.
I know this. You're clearly an intelligent man. I doubt if there's anything about me you haven't already figured out. Obviously, I'm here on behalf of Vaclav Kolar. He's waiting for a shipment from you. I'm sure this is all just a simple misunderstanding.
The only thing I've learned about you so far is that you don't understand the first rule of good relations.
Ooh,
They begin with mutual respect.
he mad.
As for Kohler, there was no misunderstanding. He wanted the calibrator, and I refused. The same as I am doing to you. This is why I do not like dealing with bugs, Vano.
Oh, he real mad.
Kohler must be desperate to send someone like him.
A second ago, you were talking about respect. Now you're acting like I'm not even in the room. I'm here because Kohler is the only man in town who can do the repairs I need. That's the truth. Now how about you show me the same courtesy?
You see, Vano. Now he is being honest. Too honest. You talk about respect,
Oh,
show none. Vano.
Mr. Podkoveli would like you to leave now.
okay, well that was a fail.
You're trespassing, Metal Man.
And see, I could just shoot him up, but
Go away, Bratishka.
instead, I'll just take the back door. So that's another thing about this game. They, oh, hold up now. Wait, what? What just happened? I was trying to be nice. All right. Let me change this around. And I really hate resorting to violence, but guess it can't be helped.
He's a dead man.
Hey, anyone hear me? I'm dug in. Trying to leave me.
Oh, I gotta reload. Shit. Oh, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Shut up. Alright, let's try the back. Let's go this way. Anyways, I was going to say the game gives you options on how to achieve your mission, and that was an opportunity for me to basically get the calibrator just talking my way through it, but clearly I suck at that. So there's a camera and they're in the next room. This wasn't supposed to be this hard, honestly. Okay, yeah, so they're right there, so there's no point in going that way. I guess this will be the one time I'll just shoot up the place. Might as well.
Bring his corpse to the ball.
Oh, I'm running out. he can't jump high enough. Hold up.
The acoustics are strange here.
Get up! And then jump up. There you go. And up again. Come on.
No!
Oh Lord! Oh Lord! It's over! I really look like a noob right now. This is horrible. Move it, Toots. Alright, so I'm invisible right now so they can't see me. Alright, so they're looking for me now because they lost me. Can't believe that just happened.
Access granted.
Up, there we go.
All right, Kohler. I've got your neuroplasticity calibrator.
That's great! I'm gonna pencil you in for that optimization procedure. Just as soon as I'm done with this house call.
What house call?
I got this other client, you know, doesn't like to be kept waiting.
Neither do I, Kohler. Call me when you're ready.
Access granted.
Anything on the cameras?
Fluid to a psychotic killing spree, causing the greatest loss of life in recent history. I cannot speak for you folks. The terrifying memories of that day still haunt me. It will certainly be a while before any of us forget it. This is the last film.
Anomaly detected.
Whoops.
Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Turn these cameras off. And... Oop, secret passage.
What do you mean they keep making better capo? Mr. Nicolazzi, he is a great man. This family, it is where it is because of him.
Of course, but what do you expect? The Diwali family has lost a lot of respect.
What do you know of it?
Oh, I can't move it. I was trying to get up here, but couldn't even do that right. Alright, we got what we came for, so... Alright, so now what's next? Let's, meet... What am I supposed to do? let's finish this side mission before I go back to the main story.
City has gone.
Hide your magnets. We've got a metal man.
I wonder if he has to like wait for the train or if he just pushes a button and it just pops up. All the augmented people are in the same train. And look, they side is all like dirty and nasty looking. And then like the naturals, they got their place is all clean and stuff. That's horrible. It's just horrible. Here we go, a checkpoint.
This is getting to be a real pain.
Chvilku strpení, prosím. Skenuju. Co pak tady máme? OK. Žádný problémy? Tak jo, Augu. Můžeš jít dál.
Meet Edward and let me see. Okay, yeah. Okay, so I have to meet those people that the forger, she wanted to help two augmented people get documents so that they could get out of the city.
But terror and pain have turned us into souls. There is something struggling within. Moments when something enters into us. Thoughts come upon us which are not of us. We feel what we did not used to feel. We hear voices. Teach us to have children so that we may love them.
Hey, Anita.
Primus, is that you?
Okay, she seems a little bit off.
Who are you? Please take whatever you want. Just leave us alone.
Who's
I didn't come
us?
here to take anything.
You haven't? Irenka.
Okay, so they definitely messed up something in her wiring because she is completely off. Whoa, 1,600?
Irenka's not well. We must shield.
Did she change the price on you, or like, how did it jump up $600?
That someone wants to come through.
Ready? If that's true, we'll be very happy. If we can stay in Prague, maybe they'll even...
How much for a retwist after you get it started?
Robots, revolutions, the future of mankind.
Or retightening, because y'all don't retwist.
It's her way. It's my way of trying to understand.
I'll take your word for it. Here. This permit is good enough to fool anyone who takes a look at it.
Does this mean I don't have to hide anymore?
It's not that simple. You're still in danger.
Oh my lord.
Needs to be activated. Otherwise, a routine scan will mark you for Gollum just the same.
I don't understand.
You sure you want to make that kind of commitment?
There's no legal way for you to stay here. You should prepare for the worst.
We don't know how to prepare.
I'll take care of the activation. Just keep a low profile until I can get it sorted out.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Okay, so I get that you're tired of doing your hair, but then you have to keep in mind all that money that you're going to be investing just to maintain your hair. But if it's worth it to you, then who am I to say don't go for it? Just me personally, I don't know if I'd be willing to invest that much. Well, sister locks take a long time to install anyway. Ooh.
Heard you're sitting on some cash, Grandpa. That true?
I will call the police!
Police don't get paid to help us. That's what you need to pay us for. Make them go away.
Please!
Thank you. I didn't know what to do. There are not many people a man like me can call on for help.
What do they want?
What everybody wants. Money. To feel strong. At first I thought they were here to take me away. Any moment now.
Ooh, your booty is gonna be sore.
Maybe it doesn't have to come to that.
Don't get an old man's hopes up. Unless... My daughter? Did she send you? She did, didn't she? Why else would you? Please,
Well, at least this guy isn't crazy.
when can I see them?
Why would your daughter send me?
I thought maybe she and the little one finally decided to help Grandpa with his permit situation. But she probably understands that I need to avoid detection. It is better not to make contact.
When was the last time you saw them?
A few years. Since the day of the... you know.
The day of the incident?
The time I ran naked onto a football field as a teenager, that was an incident.
Wait, what?
This was the work of the devil. He closed our eyes, forced us to see what he sees.
That's a long time not to see someone you care about.
It's not their fault. My son-in-law, he keeps them away from me because... well, because...
Because why?
What am I, on trial? Soon you'll be judging me just like he did. Like they all did.
Judging you for what, Edward?
They say I became a monster. In the park. It was during the incident.
You were with your family when the signal went out. Darrow's broadcast. Caused all those Augs to lose control.
I grabbed the youngest by the wrists. We were spinning. We spun like mad. I don't know where it came from. This exhilaration that wasn't mine. It was reckless, I admit. There were mosquitoes in my brain. There was blood. They say that it couldn't have been me. Someone else must have... a stranger, after I blacked out. Please, tell me you believe me. Tell me it isn't possible that I did that to him.
Okay, so I guess he went crazy one day, like all the other augmented people did, and started killing people or something.
When the signal was broadcast, Augs everywhere were made to do terrible things. Things they would never have done otherwise. Some of them can't remember, or choose not to be able to remember. The truth is, yes, it's possible, Edward. But that doesn't necessarily make you responsible. It was out of our control.
I said, I tried to tell them. Whatever my hands may have done, my heart did not. But what kind of defense is that? If I can't forgive myself, why should they? One of them is still alive, and whether I ever get to see him or not, I want to remain as close as I can. I want to remain in Prague.
Here.
Yeah, at least that's what I gather from this story.
I remember the officer saying I would have to pay.
Something caused them to just go haywire and and
No, I'm not here to collect. I'm
just
here to
go
help.
nuts.
I appreciate that. So?
And I guess he's feeling real guilty about
I
it.
have to activate something? I can put on my nice coat if necessary. If I have to wait in
So
line,
I'm more sympathetic to this guy's story because that other lady is just crazy.
Situation's a little less legal.
And we're gonna reach a point where, after we activate the
break in somewhere.
their ID
I'll take care of it. Just try to keep
papers, only one of them will be able to have official documents that allow them to get in and out the city legitimately. And I think we get to do that now, actually, if I'm not mistaken.
Milena, I met with both those dogs you made permits for. Now what?
There's a computer at the government kiosk that handles the augment permit registry. You have to access it, quote unquote.
You mean break in?
The code to the server room is 6788. Be careful, there may be other forms of security.
Alright, I got it.
Okay, so yeah, what's going to happen is we're going to get into this place and basically authenticate. We're going to make their permits legitimate, basically. And what's going to happen is we're only going to be able to do one of them and not both. So we'll have to like select one of them to be all right with their papers, and the other person, unfortunately, they're probably going to get locked up and sent to jail. Excuse me. Alright. So we'll go ahead and do that now, and then we'll move on back to the main story. Yeah, I'll be doing Outlast tonight around 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And I may do an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours of that tonight. So I was telling everyone earlier, I've been playing video games all day, literally. And it's already 5:10, so after this I'll probably take a break and take a nap or something. Yeah, and it, it's Sunday, so I'm trying to, at least start it earlier so people can actually watch.
Hold it, Clank. Let me see your permit, and be quick about it.
I'm sure you'll find everything in order, officer.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Holding you up from some important, this is a BH-847.
Is that what?
Maybe I can do 9 o'clock.
Are you going to be a problem?
Would y'all prefer 9 or 10?
You are cleared through this checkpoint. Go about your business.
Oh, you ain't gotta be rude. Oh, stank ass heifer.
Not my problem.
Okay, let's do 9 then. We'll do 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, I figure everyone has work tomorrow. I'm actually off tomorrow, so that works for me. Alright, so we gotta go in this office here. She's gonna go invisible.
Got nothing else to say.
While he's not looking. You would think he would open the door if he saw the door open, but I guess not. Alright, so she said the code is 6788. Oh, that's nice. What do you do? Alright, we need to take out this camera.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Alright, turn that off, turn that off. And activate. Oh wow, okay.
Milena, I got into the art permit registry.
Hold on. That should give me access now as well.
Why am I seeing a security timer?
Probably because neither of us have done this before. Cross your fingers. I borrowed this employee ID from a guy in the bar.
Why does it say there's only one validation slot?
Shh. The city has quotas for this kind of thing. Prague is designed to regulate people to death.
What does that mean?
The system won't let this guy register 2 people. Just scan something. There isn't much time. Help one person at least.
I'm sorry, Aranka, but girl, I just...
Edward's documents should hold up to any kind of scanning check now. He's as legit as he can be, without actually being legit.
I came here to help 2 people.
It doesn't always work that way. Look, you need to get out of there, please.
Milena, that permit I wasn't able to scan. What happens to Irenka now?
She probably ends up in Golem. Or she gets arrested for trying to use fake documentation. Thrown into a cell somewhere. I don't know. Doesn't exactly feel like a win, does it?
No, it doesn't.
We did the best we could. Listen, thanks for being one of the good guys.
Alright, now that that's out the way, no, I've never thought about doing a video like that. Let me... Damn, I need at least 2. Okay. We're gonna get back to this main story and head back to this office. I wouldn't even know how to do a video like that. I just like playing video games just because... I guess that's a good question. I've always grew up playing video games and I was always a loner for the most part. I didn't really have many friends growing up, so it was just... It just started off being a way for me to entertain myself, being a middle child and just not really having anyone to play with, so...
Alex, this whisper chip you gave me, it's an easy plant?
You're heading into TF-29? Already?
Our enemies aren't waiting around while we lick our wounds.
Fair enough. There'll be a data port on the NSN's motherboard. Access it and then just plug and play. Or plug and record in this case.
Got it. I'll let you know when it's done.
Plant whisper chip. Okay. It's been so long since I played this, I forgot all the stuff that I've actually done on the game. You know, ultimately, I would love for that to happen for me. I don't really see that happening, but I mean, I would never say never.
Adam, you're here. You made it in. It's good to see you're okay.
Hey, Aria, yeah, it was a close call. I got lucky. A lot of people didn't.
I was here working when the first reports came in. It was chaos. Phones ringing off the hook, people yelling, scrambling to find out what was going on. Then when Miller told me you were there...
Yeah, I'm definitely an introvert as well. I'm a serious introvert. I just prefer being alone at this point, especially as I've gotten older. And honestly, people just... People irritate and annoy me. Like, that's just the truth. People just irritate me. And like, situations, people just on and act and talk and say people so that you don't offend them. Even it's just like things like that just annoy me. It's draining. It's really draining. A lot of time people always tell me, you know, you need to be more social, you need to hang out with people, you need to do this, you need to do that. And it's just like every time that I do it, I'm fucking miserable. I'm just like, can I I'm just ready to get back home. Like I don't like it's just yeah. I don't think there's anything wrong with wanting to be alone. It's a problem when you don't want to be around people at all. But like people like me and it's in key card. I don't know. It might be somewhere that we can pick it up instead of trying to sneak into the room. What does this say? Did you or Chang move the NSN server room key card? I thought we agreed to keep it on the lower level. I don't have time for this. State police is stonewalling me again and I have to call the minister, Debbie. So it must be somewhere on the lower floor. And you know, it's funny because I actually work around people all day long. And even though I don't really care to be around people like that, for me, that's where I get most of my socialization with people. So I don't really need to like go out and stuff. If I go out, it's because I want to go out, not because people are dragging me out. And I'm just like Henny, she's very spontaneous. She wants to go out and have random days and do this and do that. And I'm just very like, I like to plan things. Like, let me know what we're gonna do so I can plan for it, put the money aside for it, all that types of stuff. Like, I'm not very spontaneous. I like to plan out my day. Like yesterday, I planned out sitting here all day long playing video games. Like that was my plan for the day, and that's exactly what I did. So, let's see, what is this? A storage shed. Oh, I think that's where I just hacked in. Yeah, so I'm just starting to realize that that's just how people are. Like some people just, you know, that's just not the type of person they are, and that's fine, you know. I think I'm just kind of tired of people trying to make me feel bad or feel guilty with the fact that I don't want to go out all the time. And I'm supposed to be looking for this damn card, but I don't even know where to begin to look for this mess. Maybe it's on one of these stations. I'm getting to the point now where I'm just probably just gonna sneak into the room, because maybe if I had the smart vision augment that would help, but right now I'm just looking at a bunch of stuff and that's not really helping me. So I'm just gonna try to sneak into this room and plant this whisper chip. Oh, let me try the bathrooms. I wonder if anyone's gonna say anything about me going into the women's restroom. Who would just leave painkillers on the counter like that? It's where I enjoy being around everyone's company, but like I remember, like even for me, like even going skating, people who see me skate all the time, they know I'm very antisocial, and it's only because I go there to skate. I'm not really going there to socialize and be buddy-buddy with people. Like, but people always want to stop and talk to me and have conversations, and it's just like, after a while it gets annoying. It's like, okay, why are you talking to me right now? Like, I'm trying to skate, but you're talking to me. Like, what? Are you trying to be my friend? Like, I'm not really. And I guess for me, I just haven't connected with anyone on a personal level at that particular skating rink. So for the longest time, people felt they didn't really care for me, because even though I had been going to this same skating rink for years, and for years, like 2 years or so, I never spoke to anybody. I kept to myself, did my thing. People would see me, but nobody would say anything. All of a sudden, people start talking to me, and I'm like, oh, hey, hi, nice to meet you. Oh, yeah, you know, I do this type of skating, blah, blah, blah. I've been skating for this long. And then you know, you see the people again, and you look at them, you wave, and it's like that's not good enough. They're like, oh, I thought you were gonna come talk to me, and say what? Like, what are we supposed to talk about? Like, I'm not. We already talked about skating, mission accomplished. What else is there to talk about? Like, I don't get it. I'm not here for that. I'm here to skate and that's it. Like, yeah, I mean, I guess that's true too, but I think people just, I don't know. I've tried opening up to people, and that completely backfired. Let me tell you what happened. So I opened up to people at this skating rink. And like I said, after a while, people started to feel some type of way towards me because they met me and they spoke to me. And here's the thing, when I go skating, hold on real quick, because they about to talk.
It's already picking up a freak. Jesus, Adam, is Miller in there right now?
Shit, gotta go.
Oh.
Jensen, I need to see you now.
I don't think he's supposed to be in here, actually. Okay, so started talking to people, and then people started to feel some type of way towards me because, like I said, after speaking to me one time, they just felt like I was supposed to like come up to them and start hanging out and talking and, you know, kikiing it up every time I saw them, and it's just like, no, hey, how you doing? All right, skating along. So after a while, people felt some type of way towards me. Despite that, I still tried to be social with people, and this girl with natural hair. Hold on real quick.
But you were on a conference call.
Yeah, I was. Should I be worried about you, Jensen?
Sorry.
That blow you took to your systems. It's not messing with your head or anything, making you do things.
I'm not gonna go crazy and start attacking people, if that's what you're worried about.
You've been checked out then. The problem with your orbs is gone.
I took care of it.
Good, good. God knows with all that's happened, I need you at 100% right now.
You sounded pissed when you called me in. Everything okay?
Don't ever leave the field, Jensen. You'll regret it. As soon as you strap a desk to your ass, you'll be swimming in goddamn politics.
The boss is giving you trouble.
What? Oh, that. No, the Trouble's state police. They're pushing us out of the Rosika investigation. I want you over there to make sure that doesn't happen.
You're putting me on the train station attack? Not Dubai?
Forget Dubai. McCready's handling it.
With all due respect, we were blindsided in Dubai. And those mercs put up one hell of a firefight. I'd like to know who they were.
They were augmented, Jensen.
I'm gonna do Outlast 99 because everyone's like they got work in the morning and stuff.
Maybe. It's possible. But we won't know for sure if we don't investigate both. Mac's a solid agent. I'm confident he'll dig up something on the gold mine.
What you been up to?
And once we get Singh reinserted with the Jinn, he might be able to use their network to find out even more. As long as his cover wasn't blown.
Oh, okay.
Regardless, I want you looking into Rosika before the state police fuck up our crime scene.
Aw.
Yes, sir.
She said hey.
You said they're trying to push us out.
I sent Fletcher in this morning to oversee evidence collection. Seems he's being detained because he hasn't checked in since.
They can't lock us out. The Czech Republic signed our UN mandate agreement. They gave us jurisdiction over terrorist investigations.
Yeah, well, the former director of their security information services runs state police now. He's come up with a loophole.
I don't even know what they're talking about right now.
Falls under the homegrown terror exemption.
He has a big ass head. His head is huge.
Oh, him or the other dude.
The guy in the suit. Look at his head. He's like all skinny and small, but his head is huge. He's like a bobblehead.
Technically,
why
you're
you
supposed to
playing,
speak
though.
to our psychologist before getting back into action.
I don't need a shrink.
Convenient because she's not in the office right now, and I don't want to waste any more time.
So how do I get to Ruzicka? Public transportation's not
I
stopping.
did.
It will
I've
for you
been
once
I've
I
been
make
drinking
a
it all
phone call.
day.
Head to the metro and call me when you're there. Good luck, Agent.
Did you start online?
Huh?
An hour ago.
Yeah. So okay, from what I gathered from that conversation, he wants us to go and investigate that train attack, because the police is trying to keep us from investigating it for whatever the reason. So, all right. So back to what I was saying. So, started talking to these people at the skating rink. And then, you know, once you start talking to people, they feel obligated, or they basically make you feel obligated to sit there and talk to them all the time, every time you see them. And so I tried to be social, and I chatted with them a few times. And then it ended up with one of the people coming to the salon. She had natural hair. She always wore her hair in an afro. Hold on.
We got something, but Janus provided the wrong algorithm for the frequencies, so they aren't getting deciphered correctly.
Can you fix it?
I'm a pilot, not a programmer. I can do it, but it's gonna take some time.
So she always wore her afro. She always admired my hair. So then she started coming to the salon. But when she would come to the salon, it was almost like she didn't really have a purpose in coming. It was almost like she was coming just to talk and like gossip and stuff. Cause she would come in and I'd be like, okay, what kind of style do you want today? And she'd be like, I have no idea. And I'm like, okay, what would you like me to do? Like, cause with natural hair, it's so many different things you could do. It's one thing to just come in and get your hair straightened, but I can give you box sprays, I can give you a natural hair updo, I can give you 2-strand twist. Like, but the thing is, everybody has preferences with how they want to wear their hair, so I can't just throw something in somebody's head and be like, ta-da! So, needless to say, she always ended up not really knowing what she wanted. And then after she started coming to me like the second visit, she decided, you know what, I'm just going to chop off all of my hair. I want to start over.
All right, Miller,
and I'm like,
Perfect timing. James says your private chariot will arrive any time you call up Ruzicka Station on the map.
Chang, you had him hack into Prague's public transit company so I can get to Ruzicka?
Plan A wasn't working.
So, yeah, she's like, I have all this heat damage, and you know, I just want my afro back, so I just want a big chop. So I'm like, okay, fine, I can do that for you. So I chop off her hair, did her big chop. Took me like maybe an hour. She had a lot of hair, just to make sure her hair was completely even and we got all the heat damage off. That was that. I thought we was good. She came back again, got a wash and go, and then on top of that, she started gossiping some more about everybody at the skating rink. Now me, I don't do that. I go skating, I skate, I see the same people, I'm like, hey, keep it moving. I don't care what everybody else is. Hold on.
He said that? Did he use those exact words? Because it's not my fault.
What happened, Smiley?
1 minute I'm in there running the show, and the next
I know,
day
right? He got on some goggles. He going swimming.
Can you believe that? I would never do that, Adam. Never.
It's our crime scene.
Exactly. But try telling them that. The minute they went for their guns, I decided it was time to shut up and get out of there. They accuse me of tampering with evidence. They're probably destroying all the evidence there is right now. You know, at first I thought this was about Sonia.
Sonia? Sonia who?
Oh, just some girl I've been teaching English to. Turns out her husband is a little territorial. You know the type.
Oh?
Smiley. Back to the case. The thing is, I think I found something in there. Something big. Something that could just blow this case wide open. I just need to get a look at the scan of the blast area, so... Actually, it's a good thing that you're here. I don't suppose you could... Jensen your way in there and grab it for me?
What do you think is on this scan?
He does.
It's evidence, Jensen. A 3D mass spectrometer scan of the explosion site.
Nerd,
And
bad
if I
nerd,
had one
basically.
more
That nerd.
minute in there, I'd have it with me right now, and I could find out. The fact that they don't want me to see it makes me want to see it even more.
Alright, so like,
So what am I looking
he is
at?
on something.
It's a blast site. There's debris everywhere, and plenty of cops too. Once you get past the turnstiles and security offices, you should have a clean path to the tourist office where they have the scan. They don't see you.
How many cops are inside?
I don't know. Several. They all had guns, so I didn't stop and count them all. There's at least one guy in an exosuit.
I wouldn't
And
trust
my
anything
guess is
they
they'll
do
shoot
today.
first and bury the bodies later.
We need that evidence.
Yes, exactly. That's the spirit. We need it. But you won't be able to just walk in there and ask them for it, since you're Interpol and, augmented. After yesterday's attack, they're not exactly fans of the,
So where do I find it?
The forensic team set up camp inside the tourist agency, or what used to be the tourist agency. Get to their setup, grab the DSD with the scan on it, and get out. Easy peasy.
This could take a while, Smiley.
Got it. I'll get out of your way, head back to HQ. Good luck, and, let's not tell Miller about this one, okay?
Right.
Alright, so he wants me to go in there and grab something related to the evidence so that he can find out what's really going on because he feels like they're trying to hide something. Alright, T. Alright, so the girl comes and she starts gossiping about everybody at the skating rink. Now, keep in mind, the whole time she be at the skating rink, she stays smiling in everybody's face. Hold on.
Area is restricted to civilians.
I'm with Task Force 29. Thought maybe I could take a look around.
You thought wrong. This is a local investigation. You task force guys can go swing your dick someplace else.
That's fine.
Oh, that's funny. Okay.
Bye.
Oh.
Yeah, I was like, hold up, what? So she started talking mad shit about everybody at the skating rink, and she starts talking about this one woman. Now, keep in mind, she ain't really know that I'm cool with this woman, but she just talking mad shit about her. She fake, she messy, da-da-da-da-da, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, okay. I'm a professional, so, I'm just, whatever you say, girl, So I'm like, nah, I don't really like that because you be smiling in her face every time you see her, but she all fake and messy and all of that. Now I'm like, you the one that's fake and messy. So then, of course, I go back to the salon. I'm like, yo, I go to the woman. I'm like, look, I just want to let you know, I ain't trying to be on no messy shit, but, oh, girl, she ain't really feeling you like that. If you thought she was your girl, she ain't really your girl. I just thought I'd let you know. And she felt some type of way, because she was like, what? I ain't do nothing to that girl. Why is she coming at me like that? Why is she saying that stuff about me and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, I don't know. So then, with her doing all of that, it started a commotion at the skating rink. And so more people started coming over. More people started coming over and then chiming in on the discussion about this girl. Turns out a lot of people had issues with this girl who came to the salon and was messy as hell. And they felt like she was fake and, they didn't really care for her like that, blah, blah, blah. And so it just started off being this huge discussion about this chick. And then while we were having this discussion, her skating best friend or whatever, who's always at the skating rink, he happened to be in on the conversation. And so he was like, you know what, like, I'm gonna just let y'all know, like, I am gonna go back and tell her because that's just the type of person I am, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, I mean, yeah, that's cool. I mean, I would expect you to be her friend, even though I didn't, you weren't even supposed to know. You just happened to walk in on this conversation while we was having it. You weren't really supposed to know. These other people weren't supposed to know, but it just happened that way because everyone just is messy, apparently. So The news got back to her. I get a bunch of text messages on my phone the next day. She calling my phone, blowing it up. What is wrong with you? How can you go and tell everybody this and everybody that? And why you got people looking at me crazy? And you're supposed to be a professional. I confided in you and you went and told everybody everything that I say. Now you ain't gonna be making no money. Like, you hurting your money because now I'm not gonna be coming to you anymore. Why would you do that? I just don't understand it. And I'm like, I just wanted to skate like that. Like, I just wanted to skate. Like, all this extra shit, I'm not here for that. So needless to say, she stopped coming to the salon. I stopped talking to people at the skating rink, and she stopped going to the skating rink. She had been going to the skating rink for like a year and a half, and all of a sudden she just stopped coming after that whole incident because news got out that she was smashing one of the employees off the rip. Like, dude just wanted to smash, and she gave it up to him. And they was talking about that when we was having a conversation about her. I ain't say nothing about it. I was just sitting there like, what? Ooh, y'all is spilling the tea. But yeah, I guess she was so embarrassed about that on top of other things and people finding out that nobody really liked her that she just stopped coming altogether. So, yeah. That's what ended up happening. And so, oh, no! So yeah, that was just too much. That was just way too much.
Anomaly detected.
Oh damn, I ain't gonna be able to do this.
Initiated.
Come on, come on.
Access granted.
Uh-oh.
Right there.
Right.
Slow ass walk.
No, he's just standing there with the dumb look.
What the fuck? You didn't even check the room, bro.
No, you can't hide in the lockers. The lockers are just storage compartments, so you can get stuff out of them. But you can't. Yeah, you can hide in like the vents and stuff. So yeah, that whole situation was just like, yeah. And you know what? I will admit it was my fault for going back and telling the old girl about it. But she wasn't supposed to like get everybody else involved in the shit. It was supposed to be like a between me and her type thing. So maybe she was right. Maybe she is a little bit messy. But it is what it is. So at this point, I just keep to myself. And oh shit!
Trace program initiated.
Come on. No, I'm about to get caught. Oh, I can't do that. All right.
Damn, we got 3 attempts left.
2 more.
Oh, 2 more.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Let's get this camera out the way and turn off the alarms. Yeah, Anita, I tend to do that when I start getting irritated with people and I just don't want to like keep entertaining conversation. But yeah, no, I've never played Crash Bandicoot. I've never played that game. Oh, whoa, whoa. Okay, won't be going that way.
Tohle násilí je katastrofa. What a mess.
Get in there. Yeah, I don't really understand why people say that, like, you should smile more. Like, they was telling me that at the skating ring too, like, you should smile more. Like, what the fuck am I smiling for? I'm fucking tired and I have sweat dripping in my eye. There's nothing to smile about. Alright. Anyways. Oh, I don't have to sneak because I can go this way.
Access granted.
Oh, I can level up, so now let me level this up so I can move heavy objects. And increase my inventory. People want you to smile to make everybody else feel comfortable. That's really what it's about.
What do we need with that kind of firepower? Is an army of Ark fanatics coming to scrub evidence? Everyone already knows they're responsible. Something else is going on.
Just keep it down. You don't question SIS, or maybe then you disappear. Do what they want. We just have to keep this site closed.
Fucking secret squirrels. At least they were good for a laugh. You see that task force lab coat run out of here with his tail tucked? Probably left a trail of urine behind him.
You've got problems, Franca. Get back on patrol.
What? I don't know how he didn't hear that or how he didn't even see her get knocked out, but I was pretty sure he was going to start coming for me, but nope. Ooh. Alright, let's get her out the way. Oh, I heard. Alright, so we got the password for all the computers.
No, they've already done the preliminary structural analysis. We're fine here. No worries about that. Anything else?
Oh, no, don't fall. Ooh, that was close. I know, right? She was like real loud with it too. And what was the point of this? Maybe I'm supposed to break that, but I don't have the AUG for it. I don't know. Whoa.
Shit is going to start and Golem now.
Calm down. Get out of here.
Bloodborne is like Dark Souls, right? Cause let me tell you, I was playing Dark Souls all morning and I probably died like 35 times, literally. I think I've only progressed like 1% in the game the whole time I played it all morning because I suck that badly. And that's probably the only reason why I'm just all out in the open. That's probably the reason why I haven't even bothered to try to do... Ooh, that was close. Why I haven't bothered to try to do a gameplay of it, because it would just literally be me just dying constantly. And nobody wants to see that. And now I'm stuck in this corner. Oh. Oh. Alright. I might get Bloodborne though. After I beat Dark Souls. And the game is older. Oh, come on, what are you doing? Oh my gosh, I'm like so stuck right now. I can't move. Maybe if I put my gun up. How are they not seeing me right now? What's okay, so because I'm stuck, I'm gonna have to like load the game over. I may come on and do a Dark Souls for a little bit. I won't do a full playthrough of it though. What time is it? I'm gonna need to take a nap before this outlasts. Ah, oh, great. Okay. Alright, so there must be another way around this place. Whoa! Do I have any? Nope. So close. Alright, I'm just waiting for my energy to charge back up. Ooh, that was close. Oh, there it goes.
Smiley, I've got the scan.
Yeah? Fantastic! Bring it back to my office and we'll see if I'm right.
Copy that.
Oh, can't go that way. Guess we'll just go back the way we came. Oh, that was close.
All we need is one little thing pointing to Ark.
Literally. Hey, we made it back. I haven't really, I'm sorry, I was concentrating on the game. I haven't really watched much of Bloodborne. I did watch a little bit of the gameplay to see that it was very much similar to Dark Souls, which is not very surprising, because they have the same developer, if I'm not mistaken. But where am I going? Okay. Alright, let's get this thing back to this guy, and then we'll call it in for part 2. I will say Dark Souls 3 is kind of disappointing to me right now. I think I'm about a little bit further than halfway through the game, and just the weapons, the experience is just not as, I don't know, it's lacking to me versus number 2. I've never played number 1, but I do have number 2, and I've beaten it and played through it like twice. But this one is just not.
Whoa, Og, what do you think you're doing? This train car is for naturals. Come on, let's see your paperwork.
Here, everything's in order.
These are nice, but you still have to play by the rules, understand? Stay out of the natural section. Learn it, live it, go.
Anyways,
Jensen, looks like we have a new lead in the case. It's gonna put you inside Gollum City.
The Og Ghetto. What did we get?
Telecam footage from the attack. Chang was able to pull some images from it. Trouble is, our new psychologist needs to clear you before you go anywhere.
So I shouldn't tell her about this piece of evidence I've got for Smiley.
Humor the bureaucrats, will you? Bring Smiley your evidence and give us then 5 minutes of your time. Call me when it's done.
Hobos, Ogs, prostitutes.
This kind of thing is always happening to me.
Nice coat.
I like Dark Souls for the challenge.
I finally decrypted the audio off the whisper chip tap. Fucking cold, man. You gotta hear it.
I have my hands full right now. Tell me where you are and I'll come when I can.
There's an old limb clinic in the Daphne district. It's closed down. Nobody goes there anymore. I'll be inside.
Oh, everyone is real chatty today. Yeah, I like Dark Souls 3 for the challenge that it provides, which is nothing different from the Dark Souls series, and it's actually something that I feel has been lacking in a lot of current generation video games nowadays. These games are just so simple and easy to get through, you know, cheating your way through, but I don't know, it kind of reminds me of video games back in the day, where it was you know, before they had the memory cards and stuff that let you like load and save and all of that, like whenever you lost on a level, you had to start over from the very beginning, and the game just progressively got harder and harder as you progress. Versus a game like this, where the game actually gets easier because you're leveling up and you're getting more powerful AUGs that make your gaming experience much easier to, you know, fulfill your missions and stuff. So
Hey, how's it going? Do you have the scan?
Yeah, it's right here.
You're a lifesaver, Adam. Seriously, Miller was in a foul mood when he left here. I don't need to give you another excuse to chew me out.
He left. Where'd he go?
Didn't ask, didn't think he wanted me to know. Did those state police jerks give you any grief?
They didn't seem to be in a talkative mood, so I left them alone.
See? Without my expert advice, you might be dead right now, Adam. A stitch in time saves 9.
So what's on the scan?
Oh, that. I have no idea.
What? You told me you found something big.
I didn't say I knew what it was, Adam. I said it was something that could blow this case wide open. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm not buying this whole Ark did it angle. I believe what the evidence
I like his
tells
voice. He has a very
has all the
nerdy
answers we
kind
need, from
of
chemical makeup of the
feel to
explosive used
him.
down to the material in the victim's clothing. I'm sure of it.
Okay, so how long until we're all sure of it?
Oh, it'll take hours to sift through the data, and I'm seeing Sonia later to apologize for any issues I may have caused with the state police. Plus, I do have other cases to work on too, Adam. I'll let you know when I find something.
You do that.
Take it easy.
Oh, that's funny. I guess that is a good way of putting it. Alright, we gotta go meet this psychiatrist.
Adam, I'm Delaro Zen. I appreciate you coming in to speak with me, and well, I know you're probably getting this from everyone today, but I need to ask, are you okay? I've seen footage from the train station, but being there must have...
Is that what this is about?
No, that was sympathy. This is a standard agent health interview to determine combat readiness. Here, I got you this from the dispensary.
You got me neuropazine? Look, Doc, I was caught off guard by a terrorist attack. Might have knocked some things out of whack, but it doesn't mean my body's gonna start rejecting my augments.
True,
You better take that. That stuff is worth
experiences
$1,000.
can kick a hornet's nest into the immune system. In patients with neuroprosthetics,
Would you believe me if I told you my body doesn't reject mechanical implants?
Yeah, so everyone with augments needs
Back
that
to my
medicine
policies for
because their
street talking
body
in the room.
rejects
So, if you want
augments.
me to believe that you're
But for
some
some
kind of
reason, he's
medical miracle,
special.
I guess I'll have to go with it. Please, have a seat. I've been looking over your file. There's some very interesting history here. Mind if we take a trip down memory lane?
Is this gonna take long?
It says here that you were with Detroit SWAT, but left in 26.
It's funny that you guys don't trust the guy who reset his AUGs and, you know, repaired his system, but Jensen is actually very leery of this psychiatrist. He doesn't really trust her too much.
Are you asking me or telling me?
Which would you
I know,
prefer?
right?
Not everyone's as familiar with U.S. history as you Americans would like to believe.
Not only does he not need the medicine, but he got special AUGs that nobody else has that even more so don't even affect
David
him.
Seraph,
So
who had you augmented after anti-AUG extremists attacked the company?
Anti-AUG extremists? Is that what it says in my file?
Isn't that the case?
The case was never solved, and they didn't just attack the company. They murdered a lot of innocent people.
Including your ex-girlfriend, I understand.
Megan's not dead.
Is that why you joined the task force, Adam? To use Interpol resources to solve a cold case that...
What happened in Detroit is ancient history, Doc. Megan, my being augmented, all of it. What happened at Rizika Station is not. So sitting around talking about the past isn't going to get me any closer to getting the people responsible.
Actually, that leads me to my next question. So far, no one's claimed responsibility for the attack at Rizika. But with the human restoration vote coming, Well, it's no secret Prague has become the symbol of legalized augmented oppression.
And the Augmented Rights Coalition is camped at its back door, trying to expose and resist it.
Most of the world thinks of them as terrorists. Augmented terrorists. If it turns out they are guilty, well, being augmented yourself...
How am I gonna feel? There are no easy answers, Doc. If the Augmented are behind this, maybe they felt it was their only recourse. Or maybe terrorism would stop if the ruling class realized how often their own actions contribute to it.
So investigating ARC, there's no value conflict for you?
Right now, I'm just a cop, and it's criminals that are responsible for this chaos, augmented or not. My job is to prevent further bloodshed.
That's good to hear. Listen, Adam, I appreciate you taking the time to talk with me.
I didn't realize I had a choice.
You didn't? Still, I thank you. I'll let the director know that I'm officially clearing you for the field.
Well, it's probably best if I get back to work, Doc. I'll see you around.
I don't see how that determined that he's able to go back out and do what he needs to do, but okay. Yeah, I've talked to a psychologist a couple of times, and it was actually nice for me just getting stuff off my chest and having someone to talk to about it. But
we should relocate. I was thinking we could corner.
Yeah, I could see why it would be challenging to trust somebody like that.
We're fine, Jay.
The police station, the train station.
But for me, I was dealing with a lot personally with just my whole coming out experience, and then like dealing with family issues at home and stuff like that. So
That's where you're wrong. They're trying to pull the lid off of us, Jensen, or someone is. Praha Dovos just got hacked.
Our building's front company. Thought it was fake.
I wish it was fake. Miller's got me cleaning up IntelliCam footage from the attack to help figure out who these people are. Meanwhile, maybe they're trying to figure out who we are? Why else poke into an import company?
You think someone's figured out that the company's a front?
no, I completely understand that.
We have a lot of enemies. The people who bombed the train station. You don't think they'd love to know where we are? You need to help me figure out who's looking into us and make them stop.
All right. You have any leads?
I traced our hacker snoop to an unrented apartment. Top floor, 33 Hill Avenue. Just down the street. This guy walks by us every single day. Probably walks in.
You're kidding.
See? You feel it now. The constant buried alive feeling. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought we were supposed to be suspicious of things that go on outside these walls.
It's never that simple.
Just get into that apartment, access the computer they used, and find out what you can. And be careful, Jensen. We don't know who we're dealing with.
I'll look into it. As soon as I know something, so will you.
Okay, so their front company, which is Praha Dovos, is supposed to be like a shipping company, basically, that conceals all of this secret agency type deal. But someone tried to hack the business.
Didn't get held up at a checkpoint or something, did you? I'm inside the clinic waiting for you.
Sorry, Alex. I'll be there as soon as I can.
Hope you're not losing sight of what's important here. Sorry, this place just brings back memories. Don't take too long.
So yeah, they tried to hack this business, so he wants me to figure out who these people are because he's feeling very suspicious about it. And this is the front company Praha Dovos, which is no one comes in here. And they just have this lady sitting here smoking. But wow, a mental health professional violated your confidentiality? That's serious. Like, you can take her to court for that. What was I supposed to be doing? Oh, we're gonna go ahead and end it right here, actually, because the game will just keep on going if I just keep going. I can see why it would be hard for you to trust people after that, especially because they're really not supposed to talk to anybody about it, but ooh, yeah. Alright guys, I will see y'all later on tonight. I will be on 9 o'clock for Outlast, and until then, y'all have a good one. Thanks for watching.